Numbers chapter 31. And God as noun and verb spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites. Afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. And Moses spake unto the people, saying, Arm some of yourselves unto the war, and let them go against the Midianites to execute God as noun and verb's vengeance on Midian. Of every tribe 1,000 throughout all the tribes of Israel shall ye send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 of every tribe, them and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar the priest, to the war, with the holy vessels and the trumpets to blow in his hand. And they warred against the Midianites as God as noun and verb commanded Moses. And they slew all the males, and they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Eveh and Rechem and Zur and Hur and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also, the son of Beor, they slew with the sword. And in the margin here we have Shalishi, Shani, Kamsun, one Chutzrin, would it be I? And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives, and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods, and all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their castles they burnt with fire. And they took all the spoil, and all the prey, both of men and of beasts. And they brought the captives, and the prey, and the spoil unto Moses and Eleazar the priest, and unto the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by Jordan near Yurchu. And Moses and Eleazar the priest, and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains, over thousands, and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, Have ye saved all the women alive? Behold, those that caused the children of Israel, through the counsel of Balaam, to commit trespass against God as noun and verb, in the matters of Peor, And there was a plague among the congregation of God as noun and verb. Now, therefore, kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women, children, that have not known a man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves. And this passage kind of makes it sound like the Israelites started it. And do ye abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath killed any person, and whoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day, and purify all your raiment, and all that is made of skins, and all work of goat's hair, and all things made of wood. And Eleazar the priest said unto the men of war, which went to the battle, This is the ordinance of the law which God as noun and verb commanded Moses. Only the gold and the silver, the brass, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that may abide the fire, ye shall make it go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water of separation, and all that abideth not in the fire, ye shall make go through the water. And ye shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and ye shall be clean, and afterwards ye shall come into the camp. And it is certainly important to have a cool-down period after the battle for the soldiers coming home. And God as noun and verb spake unto Moses, saying, Take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of man and of beast, thou and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divide the prey into 2 parts, between them that took the war upon them who went out to battle, and between all the congregation. The war should benefit the society. We have Chemishi in the margin over there, and levy a tribute. The god is noun and verb of the men of war which went out to battle, 1 soul of 500, both of the persons and of the beeves and of the donkeys and of the sheep. Take it of their half and give it unto Eleazar the priest for an heave offering unto God as noun and verb. And of the children of Israel's half, thou shalt take 1 portion of 50 of the persons, of the beeves, of the donkeys, and of the flocks, and of all manner of beasts, and give them unto the Levites, which keep the charge of the tabernacle of God as noun and verb. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as God as noun and verb commanded Moses. And the booty, being the rest of the prey which the men of war had caught, was 600,000 and 70,000 and 5,000 sheep, and 12,000 beeves, and 1,000 donkeys, and 32,000 persons, in all of women that had not known man by lying with him. And the half which was the portion of them that went out to war was in number 300,000 and 30,500 sheep. And God is noun and verb's tribute of the sheep was 615, and the beeves were 36,000, of which God is noun and verb's tribute was 12, and the donkeys were 30,500, of which God is noun and verb's tribute was 1, and the persons were 16,000, of which God is noun and verb's tribute was 32 persons. And Moses gave the tribute, which was God is noun and verb's heave offering, unto Eleazar the priest, as God is noun and verb commanded Moses. And of the children of Israel's half, which Moses divided from the men that warred, now the half that pertained unto the congregation was 300,000 and 30,000 and 7,500 sheep, and 36,000 beeves, and 30,000 donkeys, and 500 and 16,000 persons. Even of the children of Israel's half, Moses took 1 portion of 50, both of men and of beast, gave them unto the Levites, which kept the charge of the tabernacle of God as noun and verb, as God as noun and verb commanded Moses. And the officers, which were over thousands of the hosts, the captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, came near unto Moses. And they said unto Moses, Thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war which are under our charge, and there lacketh not 1 man of us. We have therefore brought an oblation for God as a noun and verb, what every man hath gotten of jewels, of gold, chains, bracelets, rings, earrings, and tablets, to make an atonement for our souls before God as noun and verb. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of them, even all wrought jewels, and all the gold of the offering that they offered up to God as noun and verb, of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels. For the men of war had taken spoil, every man for himself. Now, was that not an earlier verse? Why is it in parentheses? Because some stuff like that could be put in parentheses. It's not. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it unto the tabernacle of the congregation for memorial for the children of Israel before God as noun and verb. And why that is not in the margin but in the text, as it is in some places, I don't know. And we'll get into some vocabulary later here. Widber Yahwa al-Masha, Lamer Naqam Naqmat Bni Yashra, Mat Hamdinim Atcher Tasif al-Amik, Widber Masha al-Ham, Lamer Hachlitzu Matkam Anshim, Letzba Wihyu al-Madin Letet, Naqmat Yahwa Bumdin Alf Lamthah Alf Lamthah Lakal Bathut Yashra Tish Letchu Letzba Weems through Malpi Yashral Alf Lamtha Shanim Asher Alf Chulwutzi Tzba Wish Lah Atam Mashah Alf Lamthah Letzba Atam Wat Pincham Ben Al-Azar Hekhan Letzba Wakri Hekdash Witchits Throat Wat Ru'ah Bidu Witzbau Al Madin Kasher Twa Tzwa Yahwa At Mashah Wihargu Kul Zikr Wat Mulki Madin Hergu Al Chliham At Awi Wat Rakam Wat Thor Wat Chor Wat Rib'ah Chim Shit Mulki Medin Wat Blam Ben Bauer Hergu Butrub Wishku Beni Yashral At Nashi Medin Wat Thipam Wat Kul Bahmatam Wat Kul Maknaham Wat Kul Chilam Bazu Wat Kul Ariham Bamushbatam Wat Kul Thirtam Sharpu Bash Wichu At Kul Hashlil Wat Kul Hum Lakwa Hum Lakwach Badam Wab Bahma Weeb Ow Al Mashah Wal Al Azar Hekhan Wal Adat Bani Shral At Hashbi Wat Hem Lakwach Wat Hashlil Al Hem China Al Arbat Muwab Asher Al Yarden Yarchu Witzau Masha Wal Azar Hekhan Wakal Nashye Hada Lakratam Al Machuts Lam Chanah Wiksaf Mashah Al Pakudi Hachil Shari Halpim Washri Mount Habbaim Matzba Hem Lechma we amr alihim masha hachiyatum kol nakbah hen hanna hiyum labni shra bedbur belam lamsur mal bihwa al debur power would he hem gabah badet yahwa wata hergu kul zikr betheth wakul asha yad at aish lam shukab zikr hergu wakul hetheth benshim asher la yad'aw mashkab zikr hatchu lakam watam chanu machuts lam chana shabat yum kul herg napash wakul naga butlo tet chathau biyum hash lishi wabiyum hash pi atom wash become wakul bugad wakul kli our wakul masha asyam wakul kli ats tet chathau we amr al azr hakhan al anshi hatspa habaim lam lachma wat chakat hatura asher swa yahwa at masha ak at hashab wat haksaf at hen chishit at heb russell at heb deal wat haprut kul dibber asher gibba bash tabyaru bash with her ak bami nada yit chitha wakul asher la yibba bash tabyaru bamim wakbustum bagdikam biyum hashbi with hartum watcher tabau al hamchina we amr yahwa al masha lamar shah at rash mo coach hashbi badam wab bahma atta wal azr hakhan were ashi abut hadda which seat at ham bakuch bin tipshi hem lachma heats aim letsba wapien kol hadda wahramah wahrumt makas lehwa mat anshi hem lachma heats aim letsba achad napash mush much Mount mun hadam woman habqur woman hatchmarim woman hats an mem chityaktum takchu one tata lal azar hakhan trumat yahwa wam machsat B'ni Yisrael Taqach Achid Achaz Min Hech Shim Min Hadam Min Hebker Min Hech Bream Woman Hetzan Makal Heb Hama Wan Tita Atum Lalwim Shmri Mashmert Mashkan Yahweh We Ash Mashah Wal Azer Hekhan Kasher Tzwa Yahweh at Masha We He Hem Lakboch Yatur Hebs Asher Bezu Am Hetzba Tzan Shesh Mount Alf Wish Bagim Alf Which Bisht Alpim Wabker Shanim Wish Bagim Alf Which Marim Achid Wish Shim Alf Wun Push Adam Min Henshim Asher La Yid'au Mashkub Sakir Kul Nipish Shanim Wish Lashim Alf What He Hem Chitza Chok Hitsame Batspa Maspur Hetzan Shulsh Mount Alf Wish Rashim Alf Wish Bat Alpim Which Mish Mount We He Hemkum Lihwa Min Hetzan Shesh Mount Shemish Wish Bagim Wah Bakr Shesha Wish Lushim Alf Wum Kusim Lihwa Shnim Wish Bagim Which Mu Yim Sholshim Alf Which Mush Mount Wum Kusim Lihwa Achid Wish Shim Wun Push Adam Shasha Asher Alf Wum Kusim Lihwa Shanim Wish Lashim Napish Wheaton Masha at Makkim Trumat Yahweh Lal Azer Hekhan Kasher Tzwa Yahweh at Masha Wum Matzit B'ni Yisrael Asher Chitza Masha Min Hanshim Hetzbaim What He Matzit Hatta Min Hatzan Shulsh Mount Alf Wish Lashim Alf Shabbat Alpim Which Mush Mount Wibker Shasha Wish Lashim Alf Which Marim Sholshim Alf Which Mush Mount Wunpush Adam Shasha Asher Alf Wikach Masha Mem Chitzit B'ni Yashal at Hatches Achid Min Hech Mashim Min Hatim Women Hep Hama Wheaton Atom Lalwim Shemri Mashmert Mashkan Yahweh Kasher Tzwa Yahweh at Masha Wikrabu Al Masha Hep Qadim Asher Lalpi Hetzba Shri Halpim Washri Hamout We Amru al Masha Abdik Nash'au at Rash and she hem lichma asher bidnu wal'ah nabqad mamnu aish when qurb at qurban yahwa aish asher matz'ah kul sahab at adah what mead tab'at agyal wakuman lakper al nabshatinu elabni yahwa wikaj masha wal azar hakhan at hashab matam kul kli masha wihi kul sahab het rumah asher harimu lehwa shasha asher alf shib'a mount which mashim shakal mat shri halpim wamat shri hamout and she hatspa b'zi aish lu wikach basha wal azar hakun at hezhab matshri halpim wahmout we bow atu al ahal muad sakrun labni yashra labni yahwa. Atches is to possess, to fasten, a portion, a handle, to hold, to take, to be frightened. The accessory of possession. Bzz is gather, catch, take for prey, spoil, take away utterly, which is pretty much the same as bzz, which is spoils, plunder, spoil. Let me remind that one of the differences between the Judeo-Christian and Islamic is that there's no wars with the purpose of conquering lands or treasure or slaves or forcing conversion in the Islamic vision. These are unfall. There's the extra to it. The nafal, meaning the extra. If you defend yourselves or defend others or take what has been taken from you, your trade has been, they've attacked your shipments coming in, they've driven you out of your homes. It's a different, so what comes of those wars? It's an extra. And yes, there's a portion out of that. It's not just, every soldier for himself, they take whatever. That some goes back into the community as a whole, and it takes care of the community. Nowadays, even the world wars where America won, we actually got worse off as a country. There were some places here and there that got better in terms of, their industry, but overall, it was a drag down economically and otherwise, even when it seemed to be whatever. So, a war is something to be very, very careful into getting into. And yeah, I mean, there's more to it, but